everybody, how are you? It's been a long goddamn time, and we're here again. I am Johnny. Across from me is Sheena. Say hi, Sheena.
I'm across from you?
Well, not physically, but
I was gonna say, where's
damn
the
it, you're
math?
complicating things. We are the Esoteric Geeks After Dark. We are the EGAD podcast. We're so glad to be back. We're sorry we were gone for so long, but there's, circumstances and reasons and circumcisions. Wait, no, maybe not that last one.
Oh, I was gonna say, I got rid of my dick a long time ago.
Mazel tov?
Opa! I don't know. Anyway, that's a
But
great
we're here
thing.
again. We're so glad you're here to join us, dear listeners. I don't know.
Viewers? I don't know. We don't know. We're gonna try and figure out a way to get this up on both Anchor and YouTube. So hopefully that's a success. If you see this on YouTube, then it worked. If not,
And if you didn't, well, then it didn't.
then I'm sorry about your loss. But on the note of not being around for a while, we'll just kind of explain a little bit as to why.
After we tell you, you can find us at Johnny Tuero at Facebook, White Enchilada One, Instagram, and Twitter, which I don't use. And I had 8 hours of work today, in which I did actually 15 minutes of actual work. So I discovered TikTok today. So I have no videos, but I'm on there.
Maybe we can do something like that for our Facebook page, though. You can start posting funny TikToks that you, I don't know, endorse or something. I don't know. My sister's been sending me a lot of TikToks that I've actually thought were pretty funny. I think I've showed you a couple of them, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Where do we find you?
And then I'm Sheena Van Cott on Facebook, and I'm the only one as far as I know. And then Big to the Red pretty much everywhere else. I also have Quack Play, where I show and take orders for customized rubber duckies. However, at the moment, those are kind of on a standstill since I'm still recovering from a back surgery. So I haven't been doing any projects really. But for those of you that have purchased ducks, if you're listening, I'm getting there. It's happening. I'm only a month and a half in. I've got another month and a half of recovery, which is also why we haven't been around much. So, apologies for that.
That and I have had a bit of a COVID exposure scare, but we won't get too much into that. I'm clear. It's good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're good. But we are doing this via the way we're doing it now as kind of more of a safety precaution for the both of us. Just make sure.
Because if we're in the same room, we're just gonna smash. I mean, that's all there is to it.
That is not the route I was gonna take.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were supposed to lie.
We're
because
recording.
we're reasons, diseases.
COVID.
There was a squirrel or a rat that had the bubonic plague somewhere. Did you read that? That's
SARS
nuts.
2000 something.
Yeah.
No.
Got the bird flu and the swine flu. And
I'm worried about the turtle flu. It's on Parks and Rec. So anyway, mainly we're just kind of like, sorry, my bad for not. So what happened was I had a spinal fusion, and that's basically what I did for entertainment or amusement because I was just high as a kite on my sweet medical cannabis that I can talk about now because it's medical and I need it and blah, 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 pain relief and stuff like that. So I was just kind of out of it, and I honestly could not even barely use my hands, let alone set up everything I needed to set up to record or anything like that. So it basically just turned into I'm just going to sleep a lot, walk as much as I can, and that's pretty much all I could really muster the energy for. And even the walking was rare. But I never realized, I'll tell you this, how much you use your lower back muscles when you need to use your arms. That's something that I found out the hard way, I think.
Yeah.
After having a spinal fusion, my arms were really weak. And it's basically like every time I stand up now, it's like trying to learn how to walk again.
Oh, I can only imagine. I pulled a muscle in my hip once, and I could barely masturbate for a week. It was terrible.
Spank bank on hold.
Ugh.
It was miserable. So
0 stars. Would not recommend.
Well, the worst thing is like having to have like your partner has to take care of you, and it's just it's embarrassing because you can't do a lot of things for yourself, like wipe your own ass. So and
Yeah, folks, get up a day.
yeah, couldn't get off the couch on my own. I had to use a walker for the first couple weeks. I'm at a point where I can move on my own. I can walk on my own, get up and down on my own. I can wipe my own ass like a proud little boy, but I can't. I still can't do a lot of like bending. I'm probably bending honestly more than I should be even right now, but
Okay, you told me something once, and I'm wondering if that's still true. Is it still not going to eat itself?
it's still not going to eat itself.
All right, I guess I'll take that one for the team.
So it's been a fun experience. So I've had one spinal fusion before, and this was my second one, and we did it to try to get rid of a nerve pain I'm having in my lower left side of my back, and now I'm starting to think it might actually be a hip problem. So I've got like my
Well,
primary.
and the bitch of it is it's all connected, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, well, and I talked to my primary care today, and she was like, well, I don't recommend going back to the guy who did the surgery just because there's a good possibility it's going to get referred out somewhere else anyway. So let's just try and figure out, what the next step's going to be from here without me having to pay another $50 copay with him. So
I'm playing with the light.
I
Sorry.
can see. That's it's very film industry of you.
If we get this on YouTube, people are gonna be like, "What the hell is wrong with this dude?"
I know
And
they're
like,
going to see your arm and your elbow for a good portion there for a second. All sorts of.
yeah, y'all don't have the time to know what's wrong with me. You don't have the time. I have a Snorlax.
Snorlax! I have a bunch of Legos near me, but not near enough for me to just like quickly grab. But I've been doing a lot of Lego sets lately. I did this really cool like haunted one. I think I sent you a picture of it, and you like have a
Oh, is
phone
that the
app.
one that's like app? Yeah,
You have an
yeah.
app in it, and I haven't even used the app with it, but I did finish the set. It was pretty fun. It was very detailed build, and then I have my BB-8 that I want to rebuild because he's just sitting in a Ziploc bag in pieces, which makes me really sad. But that's seriously one of the best Lego sets I've ever put together.
That's droid abuse, is what that is.
I know it is. It's very rude.
Oh, what sucks is I got my ex-wife, my second wife. So I'm going on my third now. Uh, I got her the Lego, the big ass Lego R2D2, the one that's like his head moves and he's probably a foot and a half, 2 feet tall.
That's the one I have.
And
it's like
during
$100.
And she lives out near where the earthquake was really bad when we had the earthquakes here in Utah 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah. She lives out near there. And poor R2 was on a corner shelf, 5-6 feet up in the air, and he fell off, and she needs to rebuild him. Yeah.
No, that's the worst.
R2.
Especially when you don't have any control over like what pieces go where when something like that happens.
I don't know. You pretty much have to like destroy it and start over.
I mean, that's its own little catastrophe. Aside from the earthquake itself, that sucks. I would hate that. But I'm kind of that person. I don't get so mad about losing certain things in video games because honestly, I don't mind like redoing things. I don't mind going back and redoing Lego BB-8 all over again because I thought it was such a blast.
Like in the last 5 or 6 days, I started replaying for probably the third time Mario Odyssey.
Yeah,
and no complaints. It's fun.
Yeah, and well, it's just like me watching The Office over and over again. I find out new shit every time I watch it all the way through. I'm just about to finish it again for the cajillionth time. I have no idea how many times I've watched it, especially since surgery.
I've got 2 episodes left in the first season of Star Trek Discovery, and that's my rewatch. I've watched it once already.
Yeah. And I've tried really hard to get into Star Trek, and I've never been able to.
Well, despite my love for nothing is for everyone.
That's true, yeah. But it's weird because I really I get into Guardians of the Galaxy, which is also like a sci-fi type of deal, right? And I get into that like crazy, but for some reason with Star Trek, I just can't seem to get into it. Although somebody told me to try out Orville, so I tried out Orville, and I actually have been enjoying Orville quite a bit.
Orville is like if Star Trek pulled the stick out of its ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's my opinion.
But that's all Seth MacFarlane.
If people want to argue, that's fine. If you want to make your point, make your case. But I love it. I love both. I love Star Trek. I grew up on the Next Generation. I watched some Deep Space Nine, a little of Voyager, a little of Enterprise, not a ton. But the original series, like people have such a hard on for that. Certain people have such a hard on for that. And I'm like, it's fine for what it was for its time, but you've got to consider originally it had a captain that was not Kirk. They had to put in a petulant, horny man child to appeal to the masses to get this show to work. And people swear by that captain. I'm not going to be too much harder on him, but it's like he was fine, but I think he was. I swear to God, like Kirk is the personification of studio notes.
Mm.
Here's how you need to fix your show. It's too smart. Put in a fucking dumb hard on. Again, my opinion.
Yeah. When I had what was the app that had the newest Picard on it? Is that CBS
Oh,
or
CBS All
yeah?
Access.
So I had like the trial period of that, and I never got around to even watching it. And I think it was just the problem was that it happened around the time that I had surgery, and I just honestly like I couldn't stay awake to watch anything new. So I
Yeah.
watched a lot of Office and a lot of Bob's Burgers and How I Met Your Mother, all those shows that I can just like pass out to if I need
Small
to.
chunks, yeah.
Yeah, so it didn't really matter, but
Well,
I did recently though get around to finally watching Altered Carbon, and I did finish the second season.
see, I've only seen season one, and I really enjoyed it.
I do recommend
Lots,
the first
lots
one.
of boobs, lots of wieners.
There's less nudity, I think, in the second season, and I think it's just because of Anthony Mackie. Like maybe they were like, maybe we don't need this much nudity for the whole second
Maybe he didn't
season.
want to show his wiener
Yeah,
like dude from the
I
first one.
honestly don't think he does. I don't think he shows it the entire time, which is fine with me. I'd rather not see Falcon's penis, but I might be alone on that opinion. But
He'd rather not see Falcon's Sparrow.
yeah, but it was really good. I did enjoy it. I did think it was equally just as impressive as the first season. However, I just didn't get the same vibe with Anthony Mackie that I did with the other guy from the first season. I can't think of his name right now. I
Yeah,
enjoyed.
he's the one that he was in Suicide Squad.
Oh, was he? Was that the
Yeah,
same
he was.
guy?
Yeah, he was the Rick Flag, I want to say,
I'll have to
in
look it up because
Suicide
I
Squad,
honestly,
Army guy.
I saw, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I did see that once and I wasn't happy about it, so I didn't watch it ever again. Maybe I need to try it again just to see that because he was honestly the best part of the whole first season aside from Poe. Poe is my all-time favorite
Oh,
character in that entire fucking series, and he
was,
is,
was he the hotel?
yes,
Okay, yes, I
he's the guy,
absolutely agree. He
he's
was
an
great.
AI, yeah. He is
Yeah.
my all-time favorite part aside from the main character himself. But Poe, you just fall in love with him, and
So
in the second
and
season, he's
and
bigger.
a much more side character in the first season was the so there was a cop, right? A Latina cop, right?
Ortega.
Yeah, she brought her grandma back in some like white
In the big
tattooed
bald
gangbang.
tattooed pierced guy's body,
It
biker
was
guy.
Mija, I'm peeing standing up.
Funniest shit
It was so
ever.
great.
Funniest shit ever. Yeah, that was a really good scene. But my favorite's still Poe. Poe's
Oh yeah,
just by far, and I wouldn't even call him like a side character because he really is a fairly
he
main.
stole the show. He
Like
did.
he's a main character, but I'm telling you, the second season though, because he's in the second season as well, he steals it far more in the second
He's in
season.
it again. Oh,
My God,
nice.
it's so awesome. It's so good.
Same character or same actor.
Same guy. And I'm in love with
Oh,
him. I've been trying to see if I can watch other stuff with him, but I can't seem to find a whole lot that he's
really?
actually done. Really shocks me. He might have done a lot of theater. He seems like kind of a theater,
Um,
maybe a stage guy. So we're getting down to almost a minute before we're out of the time for the first half. So
so 60 seconds left. What have you been playing in quarantine?
playing just Animal Crossing. That's
Just Animal
literally
Crossing.
all. I did download the new Call of Duty that's been out for a little while and started playing that, and I do like it. However, I'm
Yeah.
less motivated to play that, especially with the new summer update for Animal Crossing. I've been doing a lot of swimming.
Yeah. See, I haven't played Animal Crossing since that update.
Yeah.
I played Mario Odyssey, like I've been saying. I beat Darksiders 1 just barely started Darksiders 2 today. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a little behind the curve on that, but I've really been enjoying those. How much time we got?
9 seconds. But I
9 seconds.
was going to tell you, I have been playing a PlayStation 4, like the VR. Oh, there it goes. Stop it. Stop it.
You're cut off.
Ah! No, I have been playing a VR game because I can do it for a little bit at a time, but it's like a pottery. You create like vases and stuff, and
So
auction them
what
off
I'm
and sell them.
hearing is I need to come and stand behind you, and we need to
Do
reenact
the
some
ghost.
Ghost. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
That's what I mean.
Okay,
On a video
people,
game, I don't even know how that would work.
folks, I know how this sounds, but we're not a couple. It's just fun to bullshit.
I know.
Okay,
Even Aubrey was like, "You guys aren't dating."
yeah. So if y'all are, as the kids say, shipping it ain't happening.
It ain't
Sorry.
happening. Yeah, this ain't no Kylie.
So
Ray
far as you
situation.
know, stupid kids.
Stupid kids. It's like Mr.
All right, we're gonna take a
Wilson's
break.
here. When we come back, we got a couple different bits of news that I want to talk about. There's a funny website that we found that I don't even remember how I came across it, but we're going to talk about that a little bit and do some screen share for those of you on YouTube.
And if any of you have watched our YouTube eating videos, we have a special one coming up, but we'll tell you what that is probably towards the end of the show, so stay tuned. Welcome back, nerd. Welcome back.
Ooh,
off to a hot, oh man. Take two. Welcome back, nerds and nerdettes. Here we are again. Thanks for sticking with us through the break, which may or may not have contained a commercial. I don't know how this works anymore.
No, we'll figure it out.
We really are glad to be back. It's been a long time, and well, even though we're not in the same room as we usually are, it's been really nice. Mm-hmm. I was just showing off to Sheena my Build-A-Bear Snorlax. I actually got two of them. I got the smaller one and the $100 big one that my now 10-year-old has taken over. So I spent $100 at Build-A-Bear on my 10-year-old, like, well, everyone. So
show it off, because if this makes it to YouTube, you can show it off in your little screen.
Hi, Snorlax.
Snorlax.
He's gonna make a noise. Let's see, where's his noise maker? So I also just got, within the last few days, my Build-A-Bear, what we call on this show, and I still say we are the absolute authority as far as his name goes. I've trademarked it. I've registered it. Like, we've got the rights. I got my Build-A-Bear Lily Eater. And it makes two noises. So on one hand, he plays the theme song for The Mandalorian. Yes. And on the other hand, it just makes creepy baby noises, which if you cuddle it at night, as I do,
of course,
that gets kind of disturbing, because you wake up and it's this like giggling and cooing. You're like, oh God, it's, I'm in a horror movie. It's a goddamn Babadook. But he's still adorable. I also have the little Yeeter Sensi, but that's a whole different thing. So, my birthday's coming up as of this recording in 9 days. I don't know, whatever. And I asked for like one thing, and I'm sure I'm gonna get more than that. The new Paper Mario game. And I was also thinking I would like to try I believe it's called Outer Worlds, which is like more or less the same type of thing as Fallout, but in space. Like, it's Fallout in space. So
it sounds vaguely familiar. I feel like I should have heard of that, but I don't know for sure. I'd have to look it up.
My introduction to Fallout was Fallout 4.
Yeah.
When I bought, I played Fallout 4.
Was 3.
Yeah, I bought Fallout 4 originally on the Xbox One, and that came with Fallout 3. So I played all through 4, beat the campaign, fucked up the, what are they called? With the airships, the guys, the America First fuckers, the guys that would vote for Trump, the Brotherhood of Steel.
Brotherhood of Steel, the guys that would vote for Trump.
They totally would. Come on.
Yeah.
They totally would. Yeah. So I fucked them all up and saved the synths. And then I tried to play 3, and 3 is, of course, very similar because it came first.
Came before.
but I just wasn't into it at the time.
Well, and I can talk a little bit
Uh,
about New Vegas just because I did play through that one, but I honestly didn't love it as much as I did for Fallout New Vegas. Uh, it was good because it was kind of a fun theme, like everybody likes Vegas or whatever. But I honestly just didn't like the
hey,
storyline
I
to it.
will have you know I have some very fond Vegas
Fun
memories.
Vegas memories. I believe you. But yeah. So on the note of Fallout, though, there is an Amazon. You probably already seen it if you're on the YouTube version of this, but there is an Amazon Studios to develop series based on Fallout. So they've already come out and had a little kind of a teaser video. If I had it accessibly here, I would show you, but I don't. So I was just going to kind of talk a little bit about Amazon Studios has licensed the rights to the worldwide best-selling game franchise Fallout with acclaimed producers Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy's Kilter Films attached to produce the project, currently in development with a series commitment. So I'm pretty excited just because I've been playing Fallout for a long time, and it is something that I've been fairly obsessed with.
Oh yeah, I want to see ghouls. I want to see synths. I would love to see super mutants
Mhm.
and like the whole thing.
Well, and if
I
ever a
just
time to do it, now is the time to do it
yeah.
because we can do it. We have all of
But
the
but at the same time, I think it should be its own thing. You know, we have three. We have New Vegas. We have four. We have
76 was kind of a
76.
bomb
Mm,
for the most
make it
part.
its own thing. Put it in its own city, its own shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Just you know,
Its own vault.
yes. Give us the yeah vault. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Give us the fan service. Yes, absolutely. But give
But
us
it's going
something
to
we
be its
haven't
own
seen.
thing. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
put it in. I don't even care what city you put it in.
Well, they did it with the mobile game. The mobile game's its own thing. You go in and do
Yeah.
your own little vault row and shit. If you have you played the game, the Fallout game?
No, like I think it
It's
was
the
actually.
free app game.
I think it's actually available on Switch, and I never did try
It
it.
is on Switch, and it's just as fun as the phone game. So I would
Yeah.
download it. It's pretty fun. I like it personally, but I'm kind of obsessed with Fallout. So,
Yeah.
but so that's some exciting news. And then
So
there's not a lot
I
out
was
on it yet. So
I was in when I was in high school. Uh, I was in the JROTC. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Fucking, I own it.
sorry, that was my
And
knuckles popping. By the way,
no, I'm a nerd. It's cool.
that was loud.
I was our oh god, let's see. I joined the Navy, so and this one was Army, so my ranking might be a little off. Our Sergeant Major, I believe he was, told us this joke, like this really off color joke one day, which Fallout reminded me of. You know, I'm 11 or yeah, 11th, 12th grade, I don't remember. And our teacher was like, "Hey, our teacher who was a retired, you know, army, he served in the army. Hey, what do you do in case of fallout?" We're all like, I don't know. What do you do, Sergeant Major? He says, put it back in and take shorter strokes. Ladies and gentlemen, high school.
Oh fuck. Conversations.
Well, nobody reported him, so we weren't, that uptight at school.
Yeah. So this, just on the last note of the whole thing, it says, World of Fallout is one where the future envisioned by Americans in the late 1940s explodes upon itself through a nuclear war in 2077. The magic of the Fallout world is the harshness of a wasteland set against the previous generation's utopian idea of better world through nuclear energy. It is serious and harsh in tone, yet sprinkled with moments of ironic humor and B-movie nuclear fantasies.
Oh, what do they call the robots? Because you have like the little robot that's your butler, then you have the little weird, like dome-headed guys that try to kill you.
There's so many. I can't even think of them all, honestly.
There's so many robots that aren't synths. I'm not talking synths.
Right.
But
yeah, there's a lot. But
Nuka-Cola, baby. Nuka-Cola.
Series has amassed. Anyway, I don't think any of that has to do with it, but I'm pretty excited for this. I think it's going to be cool.
I'll watch it
as long as it happens. But there is another one, real quick. Cyberpunk Have you heard of that one?
The one with Keanu Reeves?
Yes.
2077?
It's been like pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, but it's going to come out here.
Hey, so long as, like, I don't care if theaters are open or not the end of next month. Mm-hmm. Like, they need to release Bill and Ted Face the Music. Speaking of Keanu, like, I will pay.
Like I'm the only person that is not excited for that.
And that's fine. You can be wrong all you want.
Don't get me wrong. Like I like Keanu, whatever the fuck, however the fuck you say it, to an extent. But when it comes to Bill and Ted's, that was not my jam when I was younger. Yeah. I was way more Wayne's World, I think, than Bill and Ted's. But
see, if they brought that back, I would be like, no.
No. Well, Mike Myers probably is in no condition, but Keanu Reeves has stayed pretty well, and he's aged pretty well. But the other guy, though, from Bill and Ted, does not look great.
Well, he did like a few movies in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then I think he went like the directorial route.
Probably, yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have done that. Okay, we're getting down to like the last 5 minutes. So with that last 5 minutes, I think we might try and make this a thing because this site updates. But we came across this really funny site, and it's called Sad and Useless, the most oppressive humor site on the internet.
See, at first I thought
it's sadanduseless.com.
At first I thought this was somebody like that had volunteered to be my biographer.
But it's really just...
But it's way more amusing than that.
The nice thing about, though, is the website generally just tells you everything you need to know, how sad and useless it really is, though very entertaining. So this one, for example, is people protecting themselves with funny, ultra-realistic face masks. So this one looks like someone wearing a mask that has the Home Alone hands on the face scream.
Have you seen the one that it's the same sort of concept, but it's the... Arnold Schwarzenegger and Midge Schwarzenegger scream?
No.
It's horrifying.
I haven't really seen very many of these. That's why I thought it was so funny. Like, there's another one. I don't even know whose face that's supposed to be.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It looks to be like a woman wearing a man's bottom half of his facial hair.
And if we get this on YouTube, friends, you can pipe in and tell us. But if we don't, then you'll have no idea what we're talking about. Oh, that's Hannibal Lecter.
That's Hannibal Lecter on his mask. I think the
I'd wear that
funny,
one.
but this is the thing about the masks is you have an opportunity to make it part of like a fashion statement, so to speak.
What in the hell?
I don't even know what's happening there.
This dude looks like a Jeff Dunham puppet.
But a lot of these are pretty funny. So if you're watching as far as YouTube goes, you'll be able to kind of see what we're looking at. It's just a bunch of masks with silly printed faces. That poor little girl is going to have this picture forever. It's a little girl wearing a full beard.
She's like got an Al Borland beard from Home Improvement.
Anyway, so if you haven't been to this website yet, I fully suggest you look it up because it looks pretty funny. Here's another one. Girl celebrates her 8th birthday by having a mermaid photo shoot with her dad.
I would absolutely do this.
I think that's adorable, but it's a super cute picture of the dad and the little girl both dressed up like little mermaids. And
much like them, I would be smiling bigger than her.
I think you would. I believe you.
I would be
going crazy.
I would feel so pretty.
Let's skip that one.
This one's shoot every day.
There's a company that makes plush toys of COVID-19 and other diseases. So there's a little basically COVID-19 plushie, which I can't tell if it's in poor taste or if it's really funny. I honestly haven't.
Well, see, this company's been around for a while, and I've sent many people herpes.
Yeah.
And then I gave them the plush.
And then I was like, here's a plushie souvenir for this experience you've had. And then this one's one of my favorites. This is burritos, cat burritos. How to make a burrito. Here's the recipe. Take a cat, wrap it into a towel.
All you need is a kitten and a hand towel.
To make a cute burrito. Now you can combine two of your favorite things, cats and burritos, together in one glorious creation. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's pretty cute.
And then a good hot pan.
That cat does look pissed off, though. And then this was one of our other favorites. It's called Legs or Hot Dogs. Can you tell the difference? And it just has a bunch of pictures of are they hot dogs or are they legs? And there's some that are like you can tell they're very clearly legs.
But some really are
clearly hot dogs, but they're right.
Difficult to tell.
There are some that I'm like, I can't really tell, but then I'll see goosebumps or something.
See, like that one
that one's very
that we just looked at. If this person had oiled their legs, I don't think I could tell.
Yeah, but there's like those fingers, isn't there like a hand in the bottom right corner of that image? I could be.
Oh, I don't know.
So there's some that are, I'm like that one right there could probably be hot dogs, and I would have no idea. But that one is a leg with ketchup on it.
Yeah.
That one looks like it's probably legs. That one looks like hot dogs. Hot dogs,
Yeah.
those are blurry too. It makes me crazy as a photographer. That's very clearly legs because you can see the front part of the leg. So some of the people really succeeded with their illusion, like this one.
And some of them are just good fun pictures.
And that one's just funny, even though it's blurry and it still drives me nuts. But this one's like clearly edited. That one's just, I don't know what you were doing with the flip-flops. I don't know what's happening there. Those are legs, but maybe they need to eat more hot dogs. That one actually looks like very skinny legs with mustard on them.
So the left leg here, if it weren't for that bottom right of the left leg, here. I would think that was hot dogs.
No, I agree. Yep. Like uncooked hot dogs, or at least unheated up. Those are clearly legs covered in ketchup and mustard.
Ugh, sloppily.
Those are hot dogs with mustard. Like, it's just, who's that tan anyways? I mean, those, you either have skin cancer or something. I don't know.
Or you're made of leather.
So we just, oh my God, that one's not even trying.
Hey, maybe they dropped their hot dogs on a very hairy floor. Like, you were at the barber shop and you dropped your hot dogs on the floor.
So if you guys are looking for just a useless laugh, honestly, like, just go to that website. Again, it's sadanduseless.com. And none of this was brought to you in part by any of these things. We were just really excited to talk about it.
Speaking of foods, you know, like I said, we've been doing our food videos. We did 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Something arrived just the other day that I ordered that I've been wanting to try because I hate myself.
Clearly.
So in the near future, I will be trying and Sheena will be filming. She will not be trying. I will be clear. She will not be trying this. Yep. I will be taking the Death Nut Challenge.
Yep. He's going to eat some Death Nuts.
Yeah, I'm going to be eating some super spicy peanuts. So if you want to see me torture myself like that, and I know you do, let's be honest. You want to see it, I want to see it. Keep an eye out for that video.
Yeah, I mean,
that's coming up real soon.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't know yet, we do have a Facebook page, and yes, we do have a YouTube channel, and we've posted 2 videos already, so if you haven't seen those yet, go check them out. We review some Universal Yums snacks from both the Philippines so far and England. So go check those out, and then we'll post some more videos whenever those boxes come, and then we'll let Johnny tell you all about his death nuts.
Yes, indeed.
So we're out of time, but we'll try to get some more content up, whether it be recorded or in videos format once
And I know I know you're not going to, but hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on Twitter, and our handle, which is
we can dream, right? Fuck you guys. Like,
what is our
well, and I
don't even know our Twitter handle because I suck.
You don't know what?
Our Twitter handle.
Oh, Twitter. I think it's just something with EGAD. Honestly.
All right. Well, you can hit me up on Twitter. You know, I check it occasionally.
I actually check
White
frequently.
Enchilada. Yeah, White Enchilada 1. That's the number 1. If you want to challenge me to eat something, I'll consider it. But you know, it's not a guarantee. There's stuff I won't even put in my mouth.
But that's because Johnny's built for spicy food, and I am not. Which is why I'm not going to eat his death nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would just be bad news. Bad news for everybody.
Now, your collective moms, I'll put that in my mouth.
Your collective moms. Cool, well, sign it off, I guess.
Insert sign off here.
Insert sign off here. Right now, I've kind of been sticking to, if you're going to be a dick, at least wear a mask while you're doing it, because we're never going to get
a mask with panache.
Wear a mask with panache, and don't be an asshole. Get the fuck away from me. All that stuff that we're cliche telling everybody right now. And just go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself, Salt Lake. And whoever
stay classy.
All right. We've been awkward enough. We're going to close it now.
Tell your mom I said hey.